Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Play Haven and Hearth Part 2. I didn't notice that I went over the time limit last time, so I set a timer, and I'm not going to be making that same mistake again. Anyways, last video I forgot to set myself a name, so it's really quite simple. Just right-click on this NPC, and enter whatever you want in the field. I put a Torm, I don't know why, it's just some random name. Anyway, so now we are finally going to be going into the wilderness and making a base. Finally, I know you were all looking forward to this, so let's start. Okay, the first thing you can see is there is absolutely nothing but wilderness out here and some log that somebody cut down a tree from. Anyways, so this is my hearth fire. I forget if you can pick them up or not. No, you cannot pick them up. You cannot pick up your hearth fire. So this is really good because we just spawned right next to a river, which is nice because I did not want to have to do something to... Didn't want to have to walk next to a river and have to walk to a river to get to water, which you might want to build next to a river your first time because it really helps out a lot. So now we finally can start. First thing we want to do is collect some branches. So here's some trees and somebody's old base. Uh-oh. Actually, I'm going to walk along this river for a while to get away from that person's base over there, or settlement, because I do not want to build next to somebody. I am going to just walk just a bit. It'll take a while. Maybe I should just stop this part and I'll come back when I find a suitable location. So, yeah. Hi guys, I'm back. I found a nice area for a small settlement, and I also found somebody's boat, which I thought was an extremely good luck, but after traveling along the rivers for about 5 or 10 minutes, I see that it's really common to find abandoned boats all over the place, everywhere. So I found the least disturbed spot I could of the area, which took a while to get to actually. And all I could find was this runestone which says do dee do dee do. So I think I'll just keep that for fun, I guess. So now we can finally get back to creating a settlement. So now we shall look for some branches. We shall get some branches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I can carry for right now. Anyways, so 5 branches. That's each one gives you, for the first 1,000 learning points or so, I believe, you get experience for collecting branches, which is nice. So let's see what we can build. A wicker basket. Let's see if we can what it'll take to build a birch bark basket. I'm gonna guarantee it. Yeah, it takes birch. And sadly, we do not live in a mixed forest. We live in a pine tree forest, which does not have any trees with fruits on them, so it'll be a bit harder to get food. So let's make a regular old wicker basket. It'll take 10 branches, so let's go get some more branches. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you how to. Just right-click a tree. It's really easy. Just right-click a tree and press take branch, and left-click take branch. And then just sit there, and it automatically collects branches for you. Only 3 for those, so let's go to this tree. Trees only give a limited number of branches, so so you kind of want to save branches. I'm going to pick that up later in a minute. But first, let's just... Oh yes, I forgot to tell you about construction. Oh. So, to construct something, it's really easy. Press shift, and then just left-click the resources that you need to put into it. Just then click build once you have the number of resources, and you'll start building. As you can see, I'm getting 5 times the amount of LP per branch built in than I did collect, so building is a lot more efficient than collecting resources for LP. So let's just wait. we're done. So now let's put our resources in here. Transferring between containers is simple. Just like I told you, just do that. Left shift and then click on the resource that you want to transfer. So let us put on a torch because we're going to need it in a minute. Ah, there it is. Shift is working. Shift click is working now. We'll keep that torch there. It'll make it look cool. So once it gets dark, we'll light it up. Well, actually, why would I don't need it right now, so I'm just going to take it off. But shift click is working now, so let's collect that branch and we'll create another basket because we need one more. These containers, whisker baskets, are really small container spaces. There are a lot more ways to create more massive storage containers. A cabinet, I believe, holds 64 items, which is, I think, 4 times as much as our inventory is alone, which is really useful. So we will definitely be making cupboards. The thing about cupboards, though, is that they decay outside really quickly, and they break down, so you can't really build them outside, so you have to build them inside if you don't want to lose all your stuff. So once we create a house, we will make a cupboard, and also you cannot lift cupboards while they have stuff in them. Anything in them. So if you put a leaf in a cupboard, you cannot pick up that cupboard. But if you take the leaf out, you can pick it up. Anything at all. It will not allow you to pick it up. So that's the downside of having a cupboard, but they are definitely useful ways when you want like a storehouse or something. So we will be having many of them because it gets really necessary later on. Right now we don't have that many things, but that's because oops, I forgot to put it on my timer again. I'll turn. Oh gosh. So I'll just cut off 2 minutes. I'll check it every once in a while. So wait, let me check. Okay. I'll just watch my clock. So let's say in 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop the video in about 10 minutes. Anyways, so now we have our inventory all cleared up and we can finally begin with building other more useful things, which we really can't right now. So first let's create a spruce bough bed and a lean-to. A lean-to just is kind of a way to store other stuff, like bigger stuff. Like you could store a basket in a lean-to, which is useful. So you can store something like, but you could also store something like, I'll show you. First, let's just create the lean-to. Where would be a nice location? Right there, that's good. We'll just construct that. First, we need, we need any bough. So, good thing we live in a spruce forest, so we can collect as many boughs as we want. We are surrounded by trees with boughs. So, 1, 2, 5 boughs. So we just need we need 20 of those. So let us create lean-to, and we will put it there, and we will put our building materials inside the lean-to. Now let's go collect more boughs. This over here is a boulder, and they are used for collecting stones, which is an important part of things such as like a stone mansion, which we will probably not be building. 1, because we don't need it, and 2, because it requires a ton of materials, and it would take probably, last time I built one, it took, I think, a week to build, because it was just massive, and then as soon as I built it, I didn't have a use for it, all the space. So we will not be wasting our time on that unless we actually need one. So we're almost done taking enough boughs, and we will just collect some. We need 4 branches. It said we needed 4 branches, so just take 4 of these branches, and we will put the rest of the building materials in. and we're going to construct it. If you guys want me to skip building stuff like this, just post in the comments and I'll consider it, because I think it's kind of tedious to watch this too. But if you don't, I'll try to make it a bit more interesting talking while it's building. Some things like houses take several minutes to build in, so especially big things like a stone mansion would take, I'm thinking, upwards to 10-20 minutes. So it gets really tedious, and I don't want you guys getting bored and just leaving. So, yes, I forgot. I believe that these tall trees actually have... No, wait, do they? Oh, wait, I thought they had a lot of boughs, but I'm not sure. Okay, now let's create a spruce bough bed. Beds are just kind of an easy way to log out. Just click on it and log out, pretty much. It doesn't really have a purpose. Well, it does have a purpose, actually. It has a big purpose. Ooh, there's a water well. We're going to be using that as well. Beds are useful when you have travel wariness. Travel wariness is when you fast travel, basically. So if I was to travel to my Hearth fire, which is way back at the starting location, which I left behind, way behind. So if I was going to travel to that place, it would give me travel wariness, which would, when your travel wariness gets full, you cannot travel anymore. So beds, they automatically take away from your travel wariness, which is very useful. So, but it's also the main reason we have it right now. Oh, there's my dog. Anyway, the main reason we'll just be having is just to pretty much show off construction. Anyways, so to put the bed in, it's really quite simple. Just left click this area. Now we have a little tent and a place to sleep. So now we have experience points, which can be used 258, which is enough to buy a simple skill, which allow us to get more. So let's see what we need the most. Lumberjacking. That is probably the most useful skill you want to get first. Timber. Lumberjacking gives your character the ability to chop trees at a significantly increased speed. That doesn't make sense because you can't chop trees down without lumberjacking, at least as far as I can remember. So now we'll make an axe. So first we need a branch and a stone. Ugh. Oh yes, to lift, use the little shortcut icon and then just click whatever you want to lift, and that's how you lift. It's really, like a lot of basic concepts, is simple. That's the thing about this game. Learning how to do simple tasks is easy, but there's so many in this game that it just kind of gets overwhelming to learn so many. So, like chipping stone, it's kind of the same way to gathering branches. So, let's craft a axe. Stone axe. Craft. Now we have stone axe, and we will equip that stone axe. And now we can finally cut down trees. It's exciting, I know. Let's chop. Just press right click like you were going to gather branches on a tree, and press chop. Chopping takes time like most other things in this game, so we'll just lie back and wait for it to fall. Sorry for all the distractions. Okay, now we have 3 logs that we will use to our advantage. Oh yeah, okay. We're going to chop down some more trees just to get some LP, and we also are going to need the lumber later.